This is James Elder for iPhone TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in the Hilton Hotel today in Liverpool. With me, I've got Callum Smith just announced his fight against CRISTOPHER Rebrasse. How you doing, Cal?
Yeah, I'm all good. Spot on you.
Good fight?
Yeah, it's a very good fight for me. I think it's definitely the right fight at the right time. I think it's good matchmaking, and it's a fight where I've got a lot to gain from winning from, and especially if I look good. So, to say that's always added incentive, and say I'm looking forward to.
I mean, you give the matchmakers a lot of headaches taking out their opponents pretty early. They're trying to get you rounds, you wipe them out. Do you think Rebrasse, you might be able to get a few rounds off of him?
Yeah, definitely. I said, his record suggests that. As I say, he's the 28 fights, only got the 3 losses, and they were all on points to good opposition, and 2 of them were quite early on in his career. And I said the last one was against George Groves, and he took everything Groves gave him, and Groves can punch super middleweight. So I said he is tough, and he's coming to win, and he's big at the weight. So as I say, it's all stuff for should test me on the night, and as I say, but these are the fights I want to be involved in. I believe I can become a world champion, and I'm not going to get there by beating people I'm supposed to be comfortable. I've got to test myself, and I think this is a perfect match at the right time.
Hypothetically as well, if you kind of do not a better job than George Groves does, but it's a chance for you to impress and put out a real statement, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if I was to stop him, it would be a massive statement, but as I say, I'm not looking at that, and I don't compare myself to other fighters. I've just got to get in and do my job, and I believe if I perform the way I know I can, then I can win, and I win a lot more comfortable than what people are expecting. But say I'm training for a tough fight, and he'll always be in there, he'll always make it competitive, but as I say, it's one that I'm confident I can look good.
WBC's the route you've gone. You've already won the WBC International. You'll now be challenging for WBC Silver. George Groves looks to face Badou for that WBC strap. One eye on the winner of that fight, potentially?
Yeah, but as I say, I wouldn't. That's the route I'm going, and I believe I'll get there, and I believe I'll win it. But I've got a tough fight in CRISTOPHER Rebrasse, so I'll come through that, and we'll know a lot more after that fight. I will come through it if I struggle, if I win comfortable, so we'll know where I'm at then, and then we'll look to push on from there. But whether it's 2 fights, 4 fights, whatever, I do believe I'll get a shot at the WBC world title, and I'm confident I can win it.
How confident are you in your own head that you're levels above CRISTOPHER Rebrasse?
As I say, the record suggests I'm not levels above him, but I believe I am. I still believe no one's seen or even heard the best of me. I've knocked a lot out early, so I don't really get a chance to show that. So, as I say, I do believe there's a lot more to come from me, and I believe, as I say, if I do perform the way I know I can, I will show I'm levels above. But as I say, it's all right me saying it, I've got to get in there and do it. So I'll train hard for it, and hopefully I can do that.
Super middleweight division in the UK and the world team's absolutely buzzing at the moment. None released, your brother Paul Smith going out to Oakland to challenge for the world title against Andre Ward. That's a fantastic opportunity for him, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely, and one that he had to take. He was silly not to. We got offered it before debut and rematch, but obviously he wanted that. But he's got to take it. He's got a chance to fight the best in the world, and stage Paul's career now. We can't come back and have a few warm-up fights in 8 rounds. He's got to go for it while he can, and to say he was offered the chance, and he didn't hesitate. He jumped at it, and rightly so.
A lot of talk of Paul Smith, Rocky Fielding before this fight got announced. Paul's still got the British belt, is that right?
No, he vacated.
He's vacated the British belt now. So have you got an interest to win the British belt? Is that something that you're keen to do? Yeah,
I would like to win it. The way it's panned out, it hasn't looked like I've had the chance to so far, and say I'm fighting for the WBC Silver, which is probably ahead of the British title, but to say it is a fight that I'd like to win. I've seen my 3 brothers win it, and they made history with the 3 of them win this, so I'd like to add to that and make it 4. I don't think it'll ever be done. So as I say, if it was offered to me and there is a chance for a fight to be made for it, then yeah, I'd jump at it definitely.
What are your thoughts on Rocky Fielding, Brian Vera? That's a great fight on the same card as yourself. And a lot of talk about Rocky Fielding and yourself as well. What are your thoughts on Fielding Vera? I
think it's a good fight. I think it's the toughest one so far. I think we'll only know on the night how much Brian Vera's got left. To say on his days, I know it's a tough night for anyone, but he's had a lot of tough fights. He's boxed a lot of good fighters, and to say I think there might be a few miles on the clock, but say we'll only know on the night. If he has got it and left, then I'm sure he'll give Rocky a good fight, and give him a few problems or he'll have to overcome.
Do you think it's a good time to fight Vera? He's 33. As you said, he's been in a lot of good fights. He's still very credible. I think it's a good time for him to be.
I think it's good matchmaking. As I say, he's got a good name. He's boxed some of the best in the world, and he's given a good account of himself on most of the occasions. So it is a good, but I just say he's getting on a bit, and I think it might be the right time to get him, and just say get the win. But it's his name on a record really, which is what I think they want.
Yourself and Rocky Fielding could be a massive fight for Liverpool in the future. Would that be a fight you'd be willing to take?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, the board have called for it for the British title now. So, say if we can both do this, then it could happen next. As I say, we've both got fights coming up, and as long as we come through them, then that fight will always be there. We're both unbeaten. We're both from Liverpool, and as I say, the fight the public want to see. So, we'll have to both take care of business next, and then we'll see where we go from there.
May 23rd sees James DeGale going out to Boston to challenge for the IBF World Title.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, and what chances do you give DeGale against Dirrell in that fight?
I think it's a very good fight. I rate the two of them. They're both good fighters. They're both very similar. Both talented and skillful southpaws. But as I say, I think he's going over to America. But I do think DeGale comes home on points. I think he can tough it out and win a close points decision. But I think it's competitive all the way.
I mean, you could end up fighting these guys within the next 12, 18 months. So do you watch fights more interestingly when you've got that kind of in your head?
Yeah, you pay more attention to people at your own weight, but as I say, I'm regardless of being a boxer, I'm a boxing fan as well. So I was looking forward to this fight regardless. But as I say, it's an exciting division on the world scene and especially in the British scene. So as I say, they're the type of fights I want to be involved in the next 12 to 18 months. So as I say, I will pay close attention to it. But I wish James all the luck in the world. I know him outside the ring, he's a good lad, and I do feel he's got the tools to do it.
I mean, with the Matchroom Sauerland link up, there's always the possibility that the fights are kind of easier to make. Groves is with Sauerland. It could end up being a massive fight, couldn't it, yourself versus George Groves in the future? Yeah,
they're the fights I want to be involved in. We've seen with Froch Groves, this country loves a domestic fight, so if I can be involved in some of them, then so I'll be happy. It's a great division, and as long as I just keep winning, then them fights will come.
All right, well listen, thank you for talking to IFL TV, Callum. I really do appreciate it, mate.
Cheers.
And I look forward to catching you again real soon.
Nice one, thanks.